guys, and welcome back to the Southampton channel. Some content for our match review as Southampton picked up a monumental victory to kickstart 2021 with a 1-0 win over the reigning champions Liverpool. A huge result that takes us back into the top six, back to winning ways, and yeah, probably the result of the year already, and we're only 4 or 5 days in. But of course, before we get into it, do make sure you've hit that subscribe button with your notifications turned on. You're following us on our socials. As always, this video is kindly sponsored by the guys over at Pitch Sports, so make sure you've gone and given their app a download if you haven't yet already. And yeah, let's get into it. Now, going into the game, we had a couple of injuries, a couple of illnesses. Some of them were a surprise. We knew, I think the day before the game, that McCarthy wouldn't be playing because he tested positive for COVID. So Fraser Forster came in, and also Oriol Romeo and Shea Adams were surprise absences. So we saw Diallo back into the midfield, and then Walcott up front with Gineppo out on the left, and everyone did an exceptional job. You know, I thought, especially the players that came in, Diallo looked exceptional. Fraser Forster didn't even have much to do, but you know, he was calm and assured at the back. And yeah, to a man, everyone was brilliant. And of course, it got off to the best possible start. The way we worked that goal, obviously, with Ward Prowse and free kicks and set pieces, it's always going to be an opportunity to deliver the ball into the box and possibly put the defence of the opposition under pressure. And you know, the way, like I said, the way it was worked, if you watch it back, Stuart Armstrong's pushing Henderson away so that Ings is onside. Ings gets through, and the finish is absolutely sublime. You know, that lob curling effort he was doing, about whether it was a cross or not, I think he definitely meant to put that in the back of the net. And yeah, like I said, best possible start, and then you worry maybe that Liverpool are now going to come out of the blocks and peg you back, and obviously show their immense quality going forward to score a couple goals, and then suddenly after a great start you're 2-3-4-1 down. But it just wasn't their night whatsoever. Alexander-Arnold at fault for the goal, and I think he gave away the ball 38 times or something. I saw a stat more than any other player in the league all season. Meaning he had to come off. You know, that was a surprise. Mane was very quiet. Salah was incredibly quiet. I don't remember Firmino having a touch of the ball. You know, these key players for Liverpool just didn't show up. Thiago had a difficult night as well. They weren't good. You know, they didn't play like reigning champions, and of course they had a lot of the ball as you'd expect. But our work out of possession was just sublime. You know, it was very similar to the Man City game back in July when we won 1-0, where we got our goal rather early on and defended with our lives, basically. And you just can't fault any of the 6 players who started last night because they were all absolutely immense. As well as that, we limited them to few chances. That was the other thing I was really impressed with. I remember Mane having 1 or 2 sniffs at goal potentially, a few penalty shouts as well. But besides that, we kept them quiet, which is obviously such a credit to the defence. Of course, Jack Stevens has come in with Vestergaard's injury, and he's kept 3 clean sheets in 3 games. You know, he's been fantastic. Jan Valery and Nathan Tella came on, and both looked excellent. Both had really good chances to score, actually. And before the game, there was a load of, I think, overreaction. I think that's a fair word about the team, the squads in general with injuries, and you know how young our bench was. But in the end, all the youngsters who came on did exceptional. And Ndulu got like 20 minutes, which was nice to see, and he was excellent. Like I said, Teller and Valery had great chances to score. It's a shame that Gineppo had to come off early because he was having a good game. Hopefully his injury isn't too bad. And it was so many positives, and I can't really think of any negatives. Kyle Walker-Peters got his 3rd man of the match award in a row. Again, just sublime. And I'm just incredibly proud of the boys. And like I said, back to 6th, back in contention for the European spots. You know, the best possible way to start off the year. And now we've got some really important games in the league. We've got the FA Cup first, of course, but some really important games in the league. I think we've got, Leicester, Leeds, Aston Villa, Man United. I think that's our next 4, if I'm not mistaken. Arsenal might be in there as well, if I'm not wrong as well. So yeah, we've got some tricky games to come up, but again, winnable. Definitely winnable, ones that we can pick up points, and games where we can sort of start creating gaps between ourselves and the teams around us. So really important period coming up, great way to start it. And obviously we got the FA Cup on the weekend against Shrewsbury. I think it's a really good thing that we've got a League One side at home. We'll give some of the key players a bit of a rest, a much needed break actually. And with so many youngsters involved last night, there's no reason why they wouldn't be involved on the weekend. You know, I want us to take the FA Cup seriously, and we'll talk about it in the preview. It comes out later in the week, but I still want to see a bit of rotation. I think some of the players that came on last night and have been sort of in and out of the team and the squad kind of all season really deserve a start. And I think this is the best opportunity to give them that. And then also some of the key players, your Danny Ings, your Stuart Armstrongs, your Theo Walcotts, give them a break ahead of what is a crunch period in the league. That's it for the video. If you have enjoyed it, leave it a like, subscribe if you haven't yet already. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the game last night. How impressed were you with just everything regarding Saints? Follow us on our socials if you haven't yet already, and we'll see you later on in the week ahead of the game against Shrewsbury in the Cup.